What's going on, North Node and Aquarius? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your North Node Aquarius reading for the month of June 2022. I hope all is well with everybody. I want to thank you for coming to reach out to connect with me, all right, and to connect with other like-minded individuals on the channel. This is going to be a general read, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If you need a personal, my information is in the box below the video. Feel free to reach out. There will be an extended to this reading, and the link will be in the box below. So, with your North Node, the North Node represents the energies that you're supposed to master in this lifetime. When you were reincarnated in, you had a mission. Every soul has a mission. Every soul, okay? Your mission is to master your North Node energies. Because in the past life or in your childhood, you mastered your South Node energies. So for you, your South Node energies was Leo. All right, so you mastered the Leo energy. You're supposed to take the mastering that you have from the Leo energy, use it to master your North Node Aquarius energy. Now, one hint that you can take into consideration is when you're trying to figure out, okay, well, where are these lessons going to come from? How am I going to receive these lessons? These lessons are going to come from wherever Pluto is in your chart. So wherever Pluto is in your chart, you'll know that those are in whatever area of the chart, which is the area of your life that Pluto is in, that's where you're going to see these lessons, okay? That's where they're going to come from. So, you know, if you got Pluto in the first house, those lessons are going to come from your you standing your ground and, you know, you spending time by yourself and mastering yourself. You know, if you get it in your fifth house, then those lessons are going to come from, you know, what it is that you like to do for fun. It may come from your children as well. You know, if it's in your 10th house, it could be in your career, okay? So the South Node energy, another hint is if Pluto is in your South Node or it's conjunct your South Node, then you had some lessons from the past life that you did not finish, and you have to complete them in this lifetime. If your Pluto is in your North Node or conjunct your North Node, then you may have a special mission that you may have to complete. It just depends on what other things are going on in your chart. But just to give you some basic general guidelines, okay? Of course, this is astrology and it gets extremely deep. It's not just that simple to understand, but that's just a general guideline for those of you who are learning to read your own chart, all right? So let's see what we get going on. So what you're going to do is you're going to be approached by people, places, things, ideas, mentalities that are going to challenge you to come up out of your Leo energy, the energy that you're comfortable with, to come up out of that and to move towards mastering your Aquarius energy. So the Leo energy is the energy of you being in the spotlight, you being a very creative talent. You may be having people catered to you. You may have been a superstar. You may have been royalty in a past life. You may have unfortunately passed away as a child, okay? Or these things could have had, you know, you could have been a single child, or, you know, you may have had the spotlight when you were a kid. You may have had a really, challenging childhood. And so now in this lifetime, or now as an adult, you're supposed to master the Aquarius energies. So the opposite of Leo's energy, like Leo energy would be like childlike energy or childish energy or child. So in this lifetime, you're supposed to be a little bit more mature, or you're supposed to grow up, especially if you were, you know, in childlike energy. So you may need to grow up. Mature, because that's what Aquarius energy is. Leo energy is like instant gratification. I want it now, I need it now, where Aquarius energy is acquiring patience. Leo energy is, okay, the spotlight is all on you and your individual creativity and what you bring to the table and people appreciating that, where Aquarius is not what you can do for you, but what you can do for the collective. Both of them, the similar energies they have is that you shine in your own unique way, right? You're a star because, you know, you have Aquarius, the star energy. So you're a star either way, but you know, it's either you're a star for the collective, or you're a star in a group of people, or you're a star doing humanitarian efforts, things like that. And opposed to Leo, you know, you're just a unique individual star. There's no group, there's no association or anybody else. It's just you on stage, so to speak. So the universe is going to be putting you in situations where you're going to have to come up out of that, it's just you on stage mentality to, okay, now I need to help others. Okay, because in your past life or in your childhood, you had that energy, you had the spotlight, you had what you wanted, you had instant gratification. Another thing I like to talk about with Leo is Leo's all about quick money, the casino, gambling, lotto. Where Aquarius is the opposite polarity. Aquarius is like your 401k, long-term investments, long-term relationships. Leo is situationships, friends with benefits type of thing, things that are not going anywhere, right? Where Aquarius is long-term. Aquarius deals with friendship, long-term friendship, meaningful connections that last a long time, right? So with that being said, the overall energy for your reading is the Six of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. So moving forward towards your North Node energy. So you could be coming out of some type of situation or mentality, because we're dealing with swords, which is the thoughts. You could be changing your perspective or your perception on things. But let's see what's up. We have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so we got one Leo card. We got two Leo cards here. We have the Page of Cups, which is Cancer. We have the major arcana of the Magician, which is Mercury. All right. We have the Knight of Pentacles energy in reverse, which is Virgo. And then we have the major arcana of the Strength energy in reverse. Okay, I feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with, and as I talk to you about that Leo energy where it's all about the spotlight, it's all about you. Some of you, if you take a look, also here's another little to know fact in reference to your South Node. A lot of times, like for example, your Leo is your South Node. So for example, people who have like Venus in Leo or a sun sign in Leo, these are some of the people you may have a lot of challenges with. You can also have challenges with people who have prominent placements of your North Node. So you could have challenges with maybe a Venus in Aquarius or, a sun sign Aquarius. Okay, it doesn't have to be all of the Aquariuses you encounter or all the Leos or Venus in Leos or Venuses in Aquarius, but there could be some challenging connection here. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with someone who has a prominent Leo placement, okay? But I feel like there could be an energy here of somebody who's trying to keep you behind, somebody who's trying to control you, okay? They want the spotlight. They want your attention, because Leo energy is about attention. It could be positive or negative, but in this sense, it's negative, okay? This is somebody you've given a lot of attention to and a lot of time to. And I feel like at this point you are trying to manifest something different, right? You're looking at the situation, because when Mercury was in retrograde here, you really assessed the situation. You went within, because that's what you do when planets are in retrograde. You went within, you assessed the situation, and you realized that, with the Knight of Pentacle energy in reverse, that this situation is not going anywhere. It's a waste of time. Whoever you're dealing with or whatever the situation is, there's no plan to move forward. This is Virgo energy. Virgo energy, when it's in retrograde or in reverse, is an energy that you can't fix it, because Virgo is like a fix it energy. It's also an energy of the energy the energy of service. So you're no longer servicing a situation. You're no longer in a position where you want to fix something. For some of you, you could have been in a situationship with somebody. Like I said, Leo energy, it deals with all kinds of intimate and romantic relationships, except ones that are long term. Right? So situationships, the Knight of Pentacles is an energy, when you're dealing with relationships, is an energy of, it's one of two things. It's either an energy of you taking time to get to know a person, you guys taking your time through a relationship, not rushing. But it could also be a situation where someone has you stuck in a situationship and they don't want to take things to the next level, right? And so you're coming out of that energy, because this is where your head is at. So you're like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. You don't have any plans, because Virgos are articulate, and it's a planner energy, and it's trying to fix things, right? It sees whatever's wrong and it'll fix something. It's very meticulous and thoughtful when it comes to that. And when this is in reverse, You know, you're not putting any more thought, energy, effort into this. You're not trying to fix the situation anymore. And so as a result, with the strength energy in reverse, you're no longer letting the situation control you. At one point, you may have been trying to battle the situation, trying to get it underway. You know, you would have been the person, and the situation itself would have been the lion. You know, whether this was a relationship or whether this is an ideology or mentality that you may have had. Well, you realize that, you know, there's no sense of fighting this battle. It's pointless. It's a waste of your time, right? And so as a result of that, you decided to, with the Six of Swords, move on. Now, I feel like you may have been, you know, debating this for a while, you know, debating if you should leave it alone, because, you know, you put time and energy and effort to it, and for whatever reason, you know, you were not able to, you know, get the benefit out of it. The challenge is that, you know, you could have had some feeling towards it, or you could have been dealing, if this is a person, you could have been dealing with someone, like I said, the situation never could get any, it could never grow. It could never move forward. This person may have had you stuck with this Knight of Pentacle energy in a Page of Cups type of scenario or situation. Where it's like, okay, yeah, I care about you, but I ain't trying to be in a relationship with you. I'm not trying to, you know, be serious with you. But you realize this with this Magician energy, because the Magician energy is all about looking at what it is that you have, looking at the tools that you have. You know, it's like, okay, do we have everything that we need to move forward in this relationship? No, we don't. What's missing? What's missing is the Pentacles, because the Magician has all four elements, right? And so the universe is trying to tell you, okay, there's something missing here. And what's missing here is the trust, the loyalty, the true friendship, because that's what the pentacle represents as well. The pentacle can represent a whole bunch of different things, but it represents trust, loyalty. You know, is there a true bond here? Did you establish a true bond? Some of you may have been with this person for a period of time, but this person was disloyal to you, okay? And you guys weren't moving forward on the same page. And so this was a battle for you to surrender and let this go, because you were trying to make this work out for a long time. You were fighting. That South Node Leo energy is not going to let you give up. But you finally realize that, look, this is a waste of time. Whatever it was, it's a waste of time. Let's take a look at the top 5 cards here, where you're going to realize that this month or moving forward. So yeah, we got the Six of Swords energy here. You moving forward from a situation, realizing that, you know what, the best thing for me to do is to listen to my higher self and move on. Because with Judgment energy in reverse here, this is a situation you've revisited numerous times. This is why I feel like this is you. All right, you revisiting the situation numerous times, and maybe trying to maybe this is you in a conversation with this person, like, yo, what's up? You know, and this person is always giving you backlash or feedback, or maybe they're very aggressive with their feedback, because this is wand energy. So maybe they're very passionate about, you know, how they communicate with you. There's no swords out here. So it could just be that, you know, you could be internally battling, okay, well, this person did this, but then they said this, but then they did this. So, you know, Leo's about the ego. It's all about your pride. It's all about your self-respect. And you could have been going back and forth with yourself about this, knowing that this person, situation, or thing is not going to give you any more than this Page of Cup energy, which is very little, right? So, you know, you went back and forth with it. And so with Judgment energy in reverse, Pluto's in reverse now. You know, like I said, you want to look at where Pluto is at in your chart, and that's where the lessons are going to come from. And when Pluto's in retrograde, well, like any planet, when it's in retrograde, what you're doing is you're reflecting. Pluto's all about power struggles. It's all about intensity. It's all about money as well, okay? So other people's energy, right? So when this is in reverse, which it is right now in Capricorn, you know, this is all about looking back at the power struggles you had with this situation, because the Strength energy in reverse represents a power struggle, right? Because this was a power struggle, and now you decided to let it go. That's why this is in reverse. Now, here's another Capricorn energy. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is not working. You can't get this person to work with you. It's just not going to happen, right? So with the Hierophant energy, you commanded your respect. You commanded, you know, you want loyalty, you wanted respect, and you're tired of trying to fight for that. Okay, and that person wasn't going to give it to you. So as a result, you had to step off. Because for some of you, look at the next card underneath. You was just straight being used. This person had you in a situationship for a long period of time with this Queen of Pentacle energy in reverse. A situationship. This is what this was. You was having sex with this person. You was dealing with them. For some of you, you may have been married to them, but they were cheating on you. And they were using you. Okay? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse sometimes represents somebody who's being used. Being taken advantage of. They had you in this situationship. You were sleeping with them. Right? With the South Node Leo energy. That's one night stands, situationships, fetishes, things like that. So y'all was definitely intimate. You were doing your thing, but all they were going to offer you was, okay, Netflix and chill type of thing. Or, yeah, we can get up and get together, but I'm not going, we're not going to be in a serious relationship. Or this person was messing around with other people while you were married to them. And they could have been using you, staying with you for money. Okay, because it was cheaper to keep her type of thing, or cheaper to stay with him type of thing. All right, so some of you could have been married and had children with this person. Also, this person could have stepped out on you and had kids with somebody else. Okay, the challenge here is that there's a child here. Okay, and so you could have been, talking to this person, yo, what's up? You got a child? This person could be telling you, no, it ain't my kid, this and that and that and this. This may not have been the first time that you got into this situation with this person about, oh, do you have a kid or not? You know what I'm saying? And so some type of message or news came in reference to this, and that's when you pumped your brakes with the situation and you say, you know what, I'm not doing this. For some of you, this person was just very controlling and very dominant. The negative side of Leo is a very controlling, dominant, narcissistic individual. And some of you, that's what you were dealing with. Okay? Somebody who just uses people, drains them for their money, their energy, their sex, whatever they could get from you. So that's what was going on. And they didn't want it to end with the death energy. Okay, in reverse. They didn't want it to end. So this is what you may be dealing with or may be reflecting on, because the planets are in retrograde. So you may be reflecting on this situation that you got out of, or if you're still in it, you're reflecting on it, deciding what type of move you want to make. Okay. Or if this might, I don't know, it could be in reverse where you're doing this to someone and this person is in reflection mode now in reference to letting this go. All right. But somebody's definitely like, yo, it's a wrap. Okay, so what we're going to do in the extended is we're going to pull 2 or 3 cards for each of these if I need to. I'll pull one for each for sure, and we'll get into it. And if I need to clarify more, I'll pull additional ones, of course. And then we will, figure out what's going on from there. So if this resonates with you or someone you know, North Node in Aquarius, let me know in the comments. But go ahead and make sure you click that like button. And then don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. Make sure you check out the community tab, because there's a lot of information that I put in there in reference to those of you who study your charts and you're into astrology. There's some things that I put in there to help you to, maneuver through and understand the energies that are around you so that you can make the best decisions for you and not get caught up in a whole bunch of unnecessary BS had you not known this information, right? So with that being said, the link to the ascendant is in the box below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll check you out in the next reading. Peace out, North Node in Aquarius. Take care.